Testing of these three would be, we removed a bit about expanding. So, process dictates that we take some more concerns. A lot's been heard about all of these things. I know we're all very tired, but we want to make sure everybody has a fair chance. So, actually, sorry, I missed a point in the process myself. So, we're going to do a straw poll. If it's a clear 2/3 against, or 4, then the amendment will be on whether to continue with the GA. I apologize. I've got a couple little devils whispering in my ear. Okay, and the reason we are doing this is I'm sure that everyone has noticed what's taking place over here. And there's a scheduled event, and GA is running over, and so it needs to be presented to the GA. And so, straw poll, first of all, we're going to do if we want to continue this process, and then we're going to do whether we want to end GA and let media have the space for the comedy show. Okay, so straw poll. If we want to continue with the GA, please raise your hand. Okay? Put your hands down, please. And if you want to end GA, so the comedy show can start. Okay, so it's pretty clear supermajority, so we're going to keep going with GA. Thank you all for your patience. And so amendments. We good? Amendments. Here we go. Okay, so the first one concerns, right? Okay, so we've heard a lot about these mentions, but we've heard again, thanks for everybody. First, so we have concern about attendance, little comments about expanding fascinated on that. I think it's you. And next up back is
message. For these people need to feel safe.
So, yeah. Think about that.
Chris G.
Mike check. Mike return. The Fifth Amendment. Strike expansion. Goes against. Ruling this week. Delaware and New Jersey. The ACLU 1 cases. Upholding the occupation of Trenton, Delaware. That fact both staying here and expanding elsewhere.
Point A, stack is closed, and point 2 is Hollister.
Mike check. Mike return. Eliminating there. Option to expand. May force many of us to hold our support of this very important movement.
Next on stack, Michael.
Mike check.
I have a positive
concern about this. I just want to say that the compromise to expand compromise.
As I'm checking, we are always back. You are opposed. Okay? That's what you can do. And if you commitment to pass it. The second amendment, if anything comes to pass, we no longer talk about this life and relocating and returning a date from the city. We witnessed this issue wouldn't be brought up at GA until we have a date from the city. We say that's the city. Point of process. Lauren. Lauren asked me to repeat the amendment. The amendment is that we do not bring this issue up again at GA until we have a date for the eviction from the city.
If especially the city council that the day before the warming up. We use the discussion.
Point of information by law, they have to let us know. 5 days notice. Legal website. Okay, all right. No. 1 second. I'm going to let her correct me, so let's all be calm. Please correct me.
The city has not said that they are required to give us any minimum time to notify us. They could come in at any time and tell us to leave, whether or not we have a permit.
Okay, thank you. Point of process.
My amendment.
My amendment does not include talking about our list of demands. It only talks about whether we should move
or not.
To repeat my amendment to help the facilitators.
It sounds like this.
It sounds like this.
We will not talk about
We will not talk about
the question of relocation
unless
the
the
city
city gives us
a
specific date.
Okay, next concern, Savannah.
My concern
is that this amendment
is that this amendment
is in conflict with the first.
is in conflict with the first.
Because one just postponed to another, possibly they put in the dictate, possibly enter the dictate. The spirit of the First Amendment not supposed to when the city told us. The next time they start talking,
I do want to point out that we're doing concerns on this particular amendment. So if we can please stick to that, so we cannot. So, do we have any other concerns? No. Okay. So, I want to first say before we get to the deciding part of this amendment, I made a mistake. We didn't have to do the straw poll before the vote, and so we just voted on amendments. And so I apologize that I made you raise your hand twice. But, how dare I? Pat me, make me feel better. Okay, so, if you are in support of adopting the amendment to not talk about the question of relocation unless the city gives a specific date, if you're in support of that amendment, please raise your hand. And if you're opposed, okay, it's pretty clear supermajority, so that one won't be adopted. Okay, guys, here we go. Last amendment is that that we add a sentence, and Bree, correct me if I misrepresent you here. Add a sentence that Occupy Philly will schedule and make sure to keep to the schedule of having nonviolence training and preparation to make sure we're ready when that comes. Bree, did I present that well? Okay, everybody got me on that? We cool? Awesome. Okay, so 1 minute open stack for concerns on this issue. Starting right now.
Jake, is that you?
Michael.
Mike check. Who conducts this training?
Safety and direct action was the answer. And legal. How about liability? And peacekeepers. And all sorts of people who have experience who will do it if it's adopted because they love you so much. Do you have any other concerns on this amendment? Forward. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Mike check. Mike check. Mike concern. The violence. The incidents of violence. That happened during the GA. All safety. So I'm concerned about having safety. So I'm concerned about safety.
Wonderful.